I kind of got a kick out of picturing James Quickly, the Peace Corps
Yeah,
volunteer.
yeah.
Sounded like an interesting character. I'm sure he was. You told me a little bit about, I think it was James Quickly who had a Sears catalog.
Yes.
Yeah.
At that time, they have Sears catalog that like this thick, and it has everything in it, from garden hoses to lingerie, to everything. And you would see all of these things like, wow, man, this is, they look very nice. And how the Sears catalog is. They have all these nice, clean families with their nice, clean clothes, and even the wheelchair. There was this one guy. That was my first, the first time I saw a picture of a wheelchair. Was this American middle-aged guy? He wasn't old. He was just middle age. In his robe, I think. Well, now I know that it's a robe. I thought it was just his sleeping sheet. At that time, I looked. I was like, "Oh, that's a really cool sleeping sheet." And he was sitting in a wheelchair, looking very handsome. And there was nothing, is you wouldn't tell if you didn't know anything about wheelchair. You wouldn't tell that it has anything to do with disability or being injured. I just thought like this, just another lazy American guy sitting around in the wheelchair on this nice chair. Not lazy. I just thought it was one of those cool things that every American has in their house, where instead of like standing up and walk over there, they will just kind of roll around. And it's an acceptable, daily, thing in every household. So yeah, it has everything
You
in
get
that.
me thinking that if you wanted to distribute American culture around the world, I don't know any better book than a Sears catalog back in those days.
Yes, Sears and Roebuck, man. They had they had the best catalog. Yeah.
And then we'll just end it with Sports Illustrated. Didn't Mr. Quickly also have Sports Illustrated?
Yes. It has Sports Illustrated, and it was like, wow, look at all of these like gigantic black men, and I'm playing basketball. Yeah, we were. It was a totally different thing, and we were just like, just like the Kung Fu magazine, because we got a lot of Kung Fu magazines, and that's how it started. We had Kung Fu magazines, and some one of my friends, my cousins, his oldest brother was going to school somewhere on the mainland, and he took up karate, and he took up martial arts. So he would send all of these martial arts magazine. So beside the Sears and Roebuck, we would just like sit around all day, and just looking at these things. Uh, One time we brought out to the Sunday games. We brought out that was one time we brought out a Sears catalog. Then one time we brought out the karate magazines. Uh, oh, and when I got my eight track player, and the Doobie Brothers, we were playing the Doobie Brothers at the end of the island, really loud, and we were just kind of like run around in circle, you know, all these naked boys running around in circle to the Doobie Brothers. It's quite the scene. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you want to spread culture, don't ask a bunch of old farts to figure out how to do it. I mean, kids know exactly where it's at.
Yeah. I know.
They really do.
Yeah.
Now, did Archie and Veronica comics ever make it to your island?
Yeah. No.
Okay, because
Oh, but Batman did. Batman and Superman. Yeah. Batman, Superman, and all of them heroes.